All right, so let's have a flashback to NumPy and see one of the main differences, at least in default setting, differences between NumPy operations and pandas operations. So I'm going to create a list of grades. Grades is equal to, I'm going to have grades of 90 and 100. And for the next student, for the third student, that grade I don't know, it's missing. All right. One way to do that is using np.nan, right, with those spelling, np.nan. That nan stands for not a number, all right? Let's see if this is going to go through. It is going to go through, and I'm going to say, you know what, I want a array of grades to be equal to array of, that's correct, grades, and show me array of grades, and it is going to say it's 90, 100, and NaN. All right. Now I want to find the average. Well, usually when a number is missing and we are trying to, in practice, outside pandas, outside NumPy, outside Python, when we are trying to find the average, usually we put that aside and say, you know, average of existing data is 90 plus 100 divided by 2, 95. All right. So a lot of times that is a norma. Let's see how NumPy is going to handle this. I'm going to say array, this part you are familiar with, data give me its mean. It is going to say NaN, right? It is going to count this one in, and because this one is missing, it's going to say, you know what, I'm sorry, I cannot calculate the average because there's a item here that is not a number. Let's see how NaN is handled in pandas, right? I have grades. I'm going to bring it down here one more time, right? And I'm going to say, you know, um, series, I'm losing count, series grades is equal to pd dot series of grades, and it goes through. All right. The first time we are doing this series grades data. Can we do mean? Yes, you can do mean here as well. Right? It's very identical to NumPy. As a matter of fact, Pandas sits on top of NumPy. A lot of notations, a lot of functions. They are identical to NumPy. Pandas just is a little bit friendlier version of NumPy with a lot more flexibility, a lot more capability built into it. All right. Let me see. It is going to say 95. Well, by default, that's one of the biggest advantages of, at least in default setting, biggest advantages of pandas. When there is a missing value, NaN, not a number, when there's a missing value, or when there's a value in your series that pandas couldn't turn it into numerical value, it is going to say it is a NaN, not a number. When there is a NaN in a series or later on in a data frame, pandas is going to ignore it in numerical arithmetic calculations, and it is going to use the rest of numbers. I'm going to end this video with one analogy. This is very similar, that NaN, not a number. This is very similar to null. I'm going to write it right here. So a null value that you have in SQL, this NaN is similar to null value that you have in SQL.